What's up, everybody? I woke up today, walked into my front door, and I saw that my new filter had gotten here. And what is this new filter, you may ask? It is the Fluval G3 G Series Hydrotech Performance Monitoring canister filter that is basically the coolest aquarium filter you will ever find ever at a consumer price tag. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into unboxing this and just show you how awesome this is. Alright, so when it comes to this filter, even the box is awesome. Hagen already knew that this filter was gonna be awesome, so they were just like, we might as well trick out this box as well. So unlike most canister filter boxes, it's gonna open from the front half with the picture of the filter on it and just fold out like that. Which already looks awesome. First thing you see is this brush for cleaning the cartridges. I'm just going to push that off to the side. Don't really need that right now. Then we've got this little warning thing, I have no idea. A little bit of protective sleeve and the filter. And even the filter is bagged amazingly inside of its own box. It's got this nice, I don't know what this is, but it's kind of like some kind of stretchy cloth, I don't know, kind of like a legging or whatever, that's just wrapped around this entire filter to keep it from scratching or anything, even within the box. So that right there is just awesome. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up out of the box. I don't have a lot of room, so I'm not going to film this right now. Alright, so I took the filter out and moved it over to the side right there. And now we're going to look at these side boxes, which I actually just realized had stuff in them. Alright, so let's pick this up. Looks like this is the inflow, outflow piping. I'm not sure how you would open this stuff. Ah, here we go. Right on the side. Alright, so unfortunately it looks like it's heat sealed in this, which it's not going to be fun getting out, but those are the pipes, some of the static pipes, and then we have the biological media right here. That's it for this box on the left. Move that out of the way. Go to the next one, which looks like the actual tubing. It's open, yep. So this is the actual tubing. It's a nice matte gray, grayish silvery color, and the rubber lining to keep the tank insulated, as well as the manual. And something else is in here, a CD, I think. Yeah, I think this is a user manual for if you want to go on your computer and look at it. Not only does my computer not have a disk drive, I also don't feel like going upstairs and looking at the digital one, so the paper manual is going to do just fine for me. Yeah, so that's basic unboxing. Now that I've got this tubing out, this actually doesn't look like it's going to be quite enough, but if it comes to that, I can just head down to my local fish store and buy some extra tubing. Shouldn't be that hard to find the same measurement. Oh, guess it wasn't heat sealed. But I'm gonna go ahead and move all this stuff off to the right and get back to the main filter. Alright, so I've moved everything off to the side except for this rubber insulator. I feel like I might need that in a few seconds. And I haven't seen any of the filter canisters inside the box, so I'm just gonna assume they packed it inside the filter already, even though I'm probably gonna have to take it out and clean it. But the nice little protective sleeve, super easy to get off. And looks like there are some really nice sturdy rubber stoppers on the bottom of this. Let's flip it over and look at it. Yeah, you can see right here they're screwed on really tight. It's about, what, like 5 millimeters, 7 millimeters thick. It's really nice, thick. What I noticed also is got these nice little handles for carrying it and for detaching the top part of it. So I'm gonna go ahead, take a peek at the manual, see where I get started with this. Okay, so I took a peek into the manual just to get a good gist of what I'm supposed to do first. And all I can say is that this filter is actually too cool. I have no way of expressing how awesome this filter is in the, what, like 20 minutes I've even looked at it from the outside. So ignoring the screen and everything, let's go ahead and go into the physical mechanical filtration, bionodes and everything inside of it. So first thing you're going to do is take this little silver metal tab, just flip it open, and you flip over this lid, and then you get into the two cartridges. I remind you, this is the G3 series, and there is G6, which I believe has an extra filter cartridge. So you're gonna go ahead and just take this, either one, and just twist it about like 30 degrees to the left, and just pull it out. Easy as that. Just go ahead and pull it out. You can see right here on top of this is also the priming button to go ahead and get water into the filter before it starts up. So when you are replacing your filters, you're going to take this and just twist it off, and voila, that easy. As you can see, you can also change your filter cartridges as the filter, I believe, as it's still running. I'm not sure if you have to turn it off, but you don't have to completely disassemble this or anything. You just pop it open, twist it open, pop it open. This is the pre-filter, I think. Go ahead and slide that back in. And yeah, simple as that. I'm gonna go ahead and open up this, if I can figure out how you do that. No idea what I'm doing here, so I'm gonna go ahead, figure out this, and be right. Okay, so I'm back and I figured this out. So there's some little tabs right here that you're gonna want to press on when this is fully inserted. It's a bit tough, at least the first time, but nothing you can't get done on your own. So the only sleeved packet I can see in here is the carbon filter, which I'm assuming they sleeve because they want us to wash out, which you should always do with your carbon filters for your aquarium filters, just to get all the carbon dust out. Seems a bit counterintuitive considering you're washing away the carbon, but would you rather have a bunch of black dust swimming around your carbon, or your aquarium rather, or have a little bit less carbon to absorb stuff? Go ahead and put that in the sink over there, and we can get more into this filter. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna turn it around and undo all these metal latches. There are 4 of them on each corner. They each open outwards, and then should just be able to pull up. There we go. And there goes the top half with the impeller and such. Just going to move this over again. Okay. And now we are in the main bay of the filter. So I'm gonna take this top part off, which is the housing for the two mechanical and chemical filtration cartridges, and you're gonna get into the biological filtration bays. So basically, this is just all biological filtration. You're gonna go ahead and take the bionodes, which came with the packaging, and looks like there are 2 different types. I'm not sure if you're supposed to actually separate them, though there's really no point realistically to separate. Yep, okay, so they gave you two sizes of nodes, so it doesn't actually matter. If you really want to, you can separate them by size. I'm going to go ahead and put the larger ones on the bottom, just to give enough, see if I can get enough space in the top one, just using the small ones. Go ahead and pop that open. You can go ahead and rinse these out if you really want to. I don't really mind. I'm going to go ahead and just pour them in. Alright. Yeah, like I said, they are pretty dusty, so if you really want to, go ahead and just wash them off in the sink under some tap water. That should solve that problem, but I don't really mind right now, considering it's about to be filtered anyway. So after you put the first layer in, just go ahead and put the second one. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so unfortunately it seems that they didn't give us enough bionodes in those two packets to fill up the entire thing. They might just be leaving it open for, I guess, personal biological filtration, which you can do if you want. Just go ahead and get some bio balls or K1 media, whatever you really want to put in here, whatever you trust, whatever you use around your other fish tanks. Just go ahead and pour them in here. For the sake of time, I'm not going to go find any other media. I'm sure I could find some lava rock or something laying around here. But after you put those two media baskets in, I'm going to go ahead and put this rubber gasket, just so I don't have to worry about it. And you can see this little red tab poking out right here. Goes with this tab right there. Out of all the gaskets I've had to install and reinstall in canister filters, this is definitely the simplest. I'm gonna go ahead and finish that and get back. Alright, so put in the rubber gasket, and again, if you really feel like you need to fill up this empty space, go ahead and put in your own biological media, or take out the media that they gave you completely and put in whatever you want. Lava rocks, bio balls, K1 media, it doesn't really matter as long as it's porous and has a lot of surface area. So next thing we're going to do, take this gray tray that we took out originally and push it back in. This hole should be on the same side with this tab. It doesn't really matter because it won't actually fit the other way, but just so you can get it in one shot. So I'm going to go ahead and next step, put the top of the filter back on. Shouldn't be too hard to figure it out, but if you need some extra help, the Fluval G Series logo is going to be right there, and that's the side where you put the LED screen on, or LCD screen on. Doesn't really matter, it won't actually fit the other way, but again, if you really want to get it in one shot. Seems like there might be something jamming my filter head. I'm just going to go ahead and push that back on. Alright. It should be harder to push back on than it was to take off. I believe that's because rubber gasket that we put back on. But next thing you're going to do, or the final thing you're going to do, is reassemble the filter cartridges you had. Just plop them back in. Orientation should be, there we go. Took a few tries to figure it out, but this little nook in the top of the priming cartridge has a little place right in the back here. You should be able to see it pretty easily. Lock it down. as with this one, after you rinse out your carbon filter or your whatever filter, go ahead, put it back in, lock it down, close the cartridge, close the cartridge. That is the extent of setting up the actual filter. Next thing is plugging it in, getting it primed and all that. My aquarium is actually not filled up at the moment, so I'm going to just, I think I might just use this tank as an example for right now, but I'm going to go ahead and get everything.